Alright, Cyberpunk. I apologize, this is not a video capture. I'm having technical difficulties with it at the moment, and it's like, what time is it? Let's see. It's 3:55 in the morning, so I'm not going to spend any time trying to troubleshoot why the screen capture quality is very low. But anyways, we're going to be testing this out at 1440p. This monitor is a 144 hertz monitor. Granted, we won't come close to that with this setup. And anyways, ultra settings, let's go. Let's see how it does. So let me go this way because there's no, let's see. So yeah, we're looking at man, 72. I'm kind of surprised, but that was a spike. It's not running consistently at those frames. It looks like we're more along the lines of high 50s, low 60s. I'm pretty happy with that on ultra settings with a title like this. That is not bad at all. So let's go ahead and turn it down a notch. Let's go to high settings and see how that goes. So 79, 70, 80, 85, 87. I even saw 90 in there, but in all reality, we're settling high 70s, low 80s for frames per second on high settings. That is very smooth, very good gameplay, and this just proves that you don't need the top of the line graphic cards or CPUs or anything like that. You can save some of your money and put it somewhere else, because it's really not going to give you a whole lot of gains that, in my opinion, is worth the money. However, even me personally, I like to go overboard. I like to have the fastest thing out there, but just showing you here where it isn't always necessary, and you can still play AAA titles with your lower end components. Not to say lower end is a bad thing at all. So anyways, I'm not going to go into any further testing here with at 1080p, for example, because we already know based off how it's performing at 1440p that it's probably going to do even better. Well, not probably, it will do better at 1080p. And you know, I'm looking at pushing this to the max that I can with my setup. I'm limited with this monitor at 144 hertz, 1440p. So that's what we are using, is the max that we can. I'm also not going to turn it down to medium settings. We're gonna see over 100 frames per second on medium settings. I already know that. I mean, why not, right? We're here, let's do it. All right, there's medium. And let's walk around a little bit. Oh yeah, 113, 112, 115, 118, 123, 120, 123. He's like, where are you going? Why are you going this way? It's because I don't care about gameplay right now as far as anything goes, but it's settling around 111. I saw 109 pretty steady, 110. So there it is. Let's do some benchmarks and take a look at some thermals, and we'll see how it does. So alright, we've been running R23 for almost 10 minutes now, just running up into the last couple seconds here. We've been at 4.5 gigahertz, 4.550, 0.3, pretty much the whole time. I haven't seen it move around. That's good. I like to see the stability there. Our temperatures look great. The most we saw was 76.4, and it's dropped back down and been hovering around the high 75s, low 76s. Now, to be fair, our temperature is 75.9 in the house right now. It's winter, and my wife likes it hot in the house, so yeah, there's that. But anyways, we're finishing up here, and let it run its last buffer, and then we're gonna watch also to see how fast this cools down. So it's already low 60s, 50s. Okay, and as for the score, we got an 11,312. 11,190 is what GadgetVersus.com says that this processor puts out. So even after 10 minutes of running this, we're already in the 30s, and this is as far as it'll ever get pushed, I believe. Especially R23. I like running this benchmark in particular, and mainly because it puts the computer through the worst case scenario for however long, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, either or. Now it's already 76 degrees in the room. Wow. Well, the computer is heating it up. Room temperature was 74 beforehand, so this moves a lot of air. Now, to show some other data here of what we're working with, everything's set to balance except for the pump. I got the pump set to extreme, so I could have seen maybe a little bit lower temperatures, maybe a degree or two if I set all the fans to extreme, but that's not how we're shipping this computer. I'm not going to set it to extreme, so I don't want to test it where it's not going to be used from the customer. So anyways, before this, one thing that you didn't see on the video was and the acrylic glass is installed. I wanted to make sure everyone was clear on that. We weren't adding extra airflow or anything here. But anyways, for the motherboard settings, I have the XMP profile set, of course. And the first R23 I ran, I did not set the precision boost override. I just left it auto, and we hovered in the high 50s for temperature, but it also scored like a 10,300 and some change. So we got up 1,000 points by me setting it to PBO2. I'm gonna leave it that way. That's how it's gonna ship. The motherboard knows what it's doing, and this motherboard is one of the reasons why I believe it scored a little higher than average. This is a very good board, and you know, that's part of what you pay for with these computers. This motherboard costs over $100 more than your X, or not X, but it's the 550 board. So, you know, there we have it. It runs great. I look forward to the customer getting this computer and enjoying it. So we look forward to hearing back from the customer to see how they like it. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's super late. It's like 4:19 in the morning, so I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm gonna start getting this item ready to ship. Alright, on to Userbenchmark. I like using a couple different benchmark programs to get different opinions, and this particular test will give us a overall score with all hardware combined, how it performs ranked up against others. Okay, here we go. Here's our score sheet. So we're looking at over 100% across the board. That is great. Now, for whatever reason, I've got some bloatware running in the background here. I've got 91% CPU usage. So even with that much background usage, this thing is multitasking really well. So I'll look into that. I'm probably not going to run another benchmark for testing purposes. I've accomplished what I needed to out of this. Everything is outstanding on the bench and performing above expectations. I'm looking for any red flags in here. If it says I'm below, then I need to look into that component and see what's going on, make sure it's configured correctly. So there we have it.